Hi, everyone. Although, honestly, there is no everyone. Right now, it's just me, but that's okay. I am just randomly here, popping on with no notice. So, I don't know if anyone will join me right now, or maybe you'll check in with me later. Either way, if you're watching this, hey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm just hanging out in my car, which I think I record a lot of videos in my car. It's just a quiet space. And that is very important when we're trying to have conversations. Um, Although today, my car and I are in a special place. We are outside a hotel in this new town that my family and I are exploring because we're going to be moving here in a little while, well, in a few weeks, end of July. It's near where I grew up, but it's not the same town I grew up in. So it's new. It's new to me and it's new to my whole family. Oh, hey, Lane, you joined me. Thank you. Thank you. I was actually just reading a comment that you posted. I don't know if I got to respond to it, but I'm so happy that you're here. This is kind of random that I'm on here, but I appreciate you. Um, anyway, I was just saying that I'm in a new town, outside a hotel. My family and I are exploring this new place that we are about to move to at the end of July, and it's a lot. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. But I don't know if anyone has seen the some of the videos that I posted the past few weeks. They're totally different. Like vibe than I had than, Sister Wives, which is how a lot of people found my channel. It's a different vibe. I'm just going a different way right now because I'm having a hard time connecting to Sister Wives. Like I said a few videos ago, I just do not care about that show right now. I just don't care. Hey, oh, thank you. You said I'm excited for you, even though I'm nervous. It'll be great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, so well, thank you. I actually really appreciate that. So if you can't, I don't know if I'm gonna upload this live or keep it. I don't know, but if I do, and you can't read the comments, people are being awesome. They're being awesome, which is really why I wanted to go live. So the comments that I'm seeing, people are saying that they have enjoyed the videos I've shared recently that are not about Sister Wives, and I just wanted to come on here and tell you how much that means to me. That means like the world to me. Um, I think that when I started posting about Sister Wives, which maybe, I think I've shared this in the past, I don't know. This channel originally was just like, I'm just feeling really down and I want to post things that make me happy. And so it was like random things. It was like baking a cake. I made a video about baking a cake. I made a video about going to the library. It was like I'm trying to train my brain to think about the good things in my life. And so one of the good things was watching Sister Wives because I've always enjoyed that show. And then it was like thousands of people saw that video. And then it just like, I was just like, oh, that's what people want to see. I should do that thing. But I realized that's not actually like sustaining to me. It doesn't feel authentic. When I was making those videos, it did feel authentic, but it doesn't anymore. And that's like, I don't know if you all have your own YouTube channels, like if you're active creators and whatnot. If you're not, I think you should be. Everybody has a story to tell. That's what I'm like really learning. Um, anyway, one of the like tenets of YouTube creation world is like you got to find your niche, find your focus of your channel and then stick to it. And as you continue to stick to it, people will find you and you'll create a community and it will be lovely and maybe you'll, be one of those YouTubers who makes millions of dollars. That's not my path, but like that's how it happens by finding a niche. And so this decision over the past couple weeks to like totally change my niche is totally against best practices, I guess. Totally not suggested. Nope, like nobody thinks that's a good idea in the world of YouTube gurus, except that sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to shift your life so that it can feel like it's your real life. That's what I'm realizing. Like, what is the purpose of me having YouTube channel if I feel like I have to talk about the thing that people expect me to talk about, but I can't talk about the thing that I actually want to talk about? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. I was nervous to do it though. I was nervous to switch because I thought I've enjoyed um having this community, and like you all are so smart and you like are just great, and I like being in conversation with you all. And then I'm like, well, can I just switch it? Can I switch it? Oh, we came for Sister Wives, then stayed because we liked your voice, your different point of view. See that, like, that's exactly why I had to come on here live. Like that kind of sentiment. I don't know if you know how much that means to you, and how much, if I'm being just completely honest with you, how much I question myself and wonder if I'm adding value to things. And so for you to say that, it's like, that makes me feel really good. That makes me feel really good. And I really appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. So I guess kind of in that same vein, as I'm switching my channel around, I am switching my life. Where so if you join the live later or just more recently, then you didn't might not have heard where I said my family and I are visiting this town that we're going to be moving to. Yesterday we drove 10 hours, 10 or 11 hours to get to this town, and like try to explore it. We have a couple of days to explore it and to try to picture what our lives are going to be like here. And I am nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous about it. It's a very different town from where we live, from the only town our kids have known. I have three kids, 13, 10, and 6 years old. So it's totally different from where they've been so far. And I really hope they like it. I really hope they find their place here. Um, a big part of why we're making this move, and I'm certain I've not shared this on the channel before. Um, last fall, yeah, my brother passed away. And he's my only sibling, my only brother, my only anything. And in the weeks leading up to him passing away, I had so many conversations with him on the phone. Like all of our conversations were about the fact that he wanted to move. He lived in Las Vegas, and we're from the East Coast. So Las Vegas was like so far away, and he lived in Vegas. He really wanted to leave, but he felt unsure of how to move. He felt like, I'm going to be sad while I'm talking about this, but he felt like he didn't have the money to pack up all of his stuff and make a cross country move. He wasn't sure how to do it. Like, just the logistics of it were overwhelming. And I remember telling him many times, like, just leave your stuff. I don't know, just leave your stuff. Like, don't let your life be held back by what's going to happen to your microwave or what's going to happen to your nice video game system. You know, like, just leave it. And your life could be something, you could enjoy it more somewhere else, and you could get that stuff again. Anyway, you know, a few weeks later, he passed away. And so then everyone else, you know, we never got to experience living near him again. And so I just think about him as I'm feeling overwhelmed by this, like the move and stuff. Like, don't let the stuff become so overwhelming that you don't do the thing you have to do. Like the logistics of moving my household from one state to another, that shouldn't stop me from living a life that I dream of. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kat. I lost my youngest brother 23 years ago. It's a hard pain to go through. Oh, I'm so sorry my boy passed this year. See, this is something, um, I'm sorry. Let me say that. I am sorry. It is a hard pain to go through. And as I'm going through it, it's like, oh, I didn't realize this is what people have been experiencing every day. Like, people just walk through life every day. There's thousands of people feeling this kind of feeling. This is wild. This is wild that that is a part of what it means to live and be human. Is like, oh, we feel this. This is a really, This is a really bad feeling. And we are all prone to feeling this. It's tough. But at the same time, I guess I don't know. I'm at a point in that journey of grief that I can find some motivation through it. That, like, my brother got stuck, he couldn't move. And maybe that's like a lesson to me. You just got to make the move. It is scary. Yeah, don't let fear hold you back. Exactly. Exactly. It cannot hold me back because you just get, you like, I don't know, people believe different things. You get your life. You get one life. Maybe you get a second, third chance. I don't know. It depends what you believe. But yeah, what joy do you have in being held back by fear? There's not much to enjoy from that. Oh, you want to see a mountain? Yes. Can you? J. Marie says, I'm 69 and I want to see a mountain. Is that like, are you near a mountain? Can you make it happen? How did we get here? Oh, I like your name. Serious stressor on the scale of life stressors, plus the grief it touches on. My heart goes out to you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, there really is so much pain behind people's smiles. Everyone is going through something, so that's why I always say just be kind because you really never know what people are going through. That's exactly right. You never know. And the way that we all cope with the fact, like, we all cope or deal with those feelings in different ways. Um, and some people are like good about it, good in the sense that like it makes other people feel good, but we're all like, yeah, trying to work through stuff. Some people just really don't know how to do it. And I feel like, or not they don't know how to do it, but the way that they deal with their challenges can be difficult for other people to deal with. Um, yeah. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Oh, yeah. Where are the closest mountains to Wisconsin? Like Kentucky, right? They have mountains. Yeah, they definitely have mountains. Maybe go to Kentucky. That's where my parents are from. My dad grew up like on the side of a mountain, a town that was built on the side of a mountain. I used to be so scared when I was a kid because when we would go to visit my grandparents, we have to drive up this scary mountain and it was so high. I just knew we were going to fall off. But in hindsight, like it's beautiful. Um, Thank you. I should be proud of myself for handling all this and staying positive, trying to reach out and help others. Oh, there's Rib Mountain in Wisconsin. I don't know where that is. I live in Illinois right now. I mean, I'm visiting a town outside of Illinois. Anyway, I live in Illinois, but I don't even know Rib Mountain in Wisconsin. Oh, it's not a real mountain? Oh, I don't know. Colorado and Wyoming are not too far either. Okay. Oh, head west, Utah, Colorado. Yes. Oh, you say it. Rib Mountain is actually just a huge hill. That's funny. Well, it sounds like there are options. People have good suggestions. Yeah, I think the lesson that I'm living and learning as I'm going is like, man, you got to make this stuff happen. You got to make it happen if you can. If you can find someone to help you make it happen, even like that's great. Make it happen. Go see the mountains. We want you to see those. Mountains are beautiful. And they're like, to me, a reminder like, oh, this planet is amazing. Just the geography. Like Utah, I've never seen Utah in person. I feel like going there would just be like amazing. Their topography looks like nothing I've ever experienced before just by watching Sister Wives, looking at Christine Brown's Instagram page and all the mountains she has in her background. It's like, that doesn't even look like the same planet I'm on, but it's amazing. People talk about Colorado at winter, but in the summer it's actually amazing. Okay, I love that. I'm going to Western South Dakota this weekend. Mountains there. Oh, yay. I've never been to either of the Dakotas. That part of the country I have no experience with. But I love this. Is this like a lesson in life? You put your dreams out there, you just be public about it, tell people what you're thinking, and then they start, okay, this is how we can make it happen. This is how we can make it happen. A network of support. I love that. And if, people have joined since I started, so I'll just say again, I came on here kind of because this vibe, you guys, it's so encouraging. It's awesome. I was really nervous about changing the the tone, the focus of my YouTube channel, but people, like a lot of you all, have been so encouraging, and that's like, it's awesome. That cannot be beat. That spirit is amazing. This country has so many amazing places, and you can drive everywhere. Absolutely. I'm maybe you all have seen, there's this guy, I think he's on Instagram, or that's where I've seen it, where I think he's British, and he's like, people always talk about Americans and how they're not well traveled, and half of them don't have passports. And it took him coming to America to realize that a lot of us don't travel out of the country because there is so much to see within our own country. You can have different, like, geography experiences, cultural, food, language, like everything, almost everything. There's so much in America. It's amazing. Yes, you saw that video. Yeah, I feel like it's come across my Instagram page a couple of times, and I love it. I watch it every single time because it's just a reminder, like, there is actually so much here in America. The Wasatch Mountain Range. I'm probably not saying that right. Actually, close to Sundance, hiking or experiencing the mountains on horseback. Glorious. I love that. Yeah, we also don't get the vacation time. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's absolutely a big deal. You got to get the vacation time, the time to go do the thing. Wanting it is only part of the battle. Actually, having the time to make it happen. I used to work at this nonprofit. We would do leadership development work. And one of the things that we talked about is like setting personal goals for ourselves, and how when you make goals for yourselves, you have to account for the fact that you're going to have setbacks. Like, you have to plan for that, and you have to plan for the fact that if I want to see the mountains, for example, one of my setbacks might be I won't have the vacation time. And so, like, how do you make that an intermediary goal, to address that barrier? And then you kind of just, like, step by step, move yourself from your where you are now, and your goal's way up here, but like, how do you kind of know that you're going to circle around, but you're taking slow steps towards your goal? I think about that idea a lot, that like, even the things I want to do, I'm going to mess up along the way. And part of the work is like, how do you keep going even though the mess ups, the barriers are inevitable? You can't get caught up in like setbacks. I'm from Brazil, but live in Jersey for 30 years. I've traveled more here and all over the world than I ever did growing up in Brazil and South America. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. At 61, I have learned that at times things that seem like something you don't want to experience or have happen end up being the best gift in the end. You don't see it until later. Oh, Jill, I'm curious to hear more about that. Things that seem like something you don't want to experience or have happen end up being the best gift. Yeah, I would love to hear more about that, because I that sounds interesting, and I believe you that that's true. I'd have to think about that. What are some things that I don't think I would enjoy? Is it possible that I actually would? That's a good question. That's like one of those life questions, and you all know I love thinking about that stuff. Oh, like moving? Yeah, yeah. If you're responding to that, someone says moving. Yeah, that's actually very true. I hope that is true. I'm nervous about moving. I'm nervous about the whole thing about moving. But yeah, maybe it'll be the thing that I need to happen. Yeah, absolutely. I travel anyway, even without vacation time. I've spent 20 days in Costa Rica in March, and will travel another 20 days in the UK in October. Okay, speaking of that, did you see there's someone on, I think Instagram, that's the only thing I'm really on, Instagram. She does this like day trip thing. I don't remember her name, but she's trying to show people that you can have great travel experiences in one day. So she gets like the earliest flight in the morning. She flies somewhere in the United States, and then she takes the last flight home that night. And so it's like she doesn't even have to take a vacation day. It's just like the one day that she has off. Maybe it's the week, maybe she doesn't work on the weekend or something. So Saturday morning, and then she'll be home Saturday night. Maybe she spends the day in Disneyland, or she's been to Nashville. I forget where else she's gone. But like she doesn't have to pack a suitcase, she doesn't have to rent a hotel. Um, she just has to pay for the two flights and then whatever attraction she's doing in that town. I love that idea. I think that's so cool. I don't remember her name though. I wish I did, because it's an interesting idea. Like, you could just do it for a day. You just go for a day. If you don't mind flying, just do it for a day. Yeah, she's some. You haven't seen the channel, but you believe it's possible. Yeah, it's cool. She's a young woman. I think she's in her 20s, maybe. So she doesn't have kids. She's not married. Um, so she can kind of just make it happen quickly. But the idea of that is so good, because it's like, even if you're not traveling cross country or whatever, just the idea that like, just make it happen. Maybe it doesn't have to be as big and grand as you imagine it could be, but you could just do it. Just do it like real simple, one day, and enjoy being somewhere else. Yeah. Um, oh, Smoky Mountains are great, but in my opinion, once you see the Rockies, the Smokies are just big hills. That's funny. Probably right. I uh, I don't think I've seen the Smoky Mountains. Um, I think of it as purpose smacking me in the behind in the midst of chaos. Absolutely. Oh, that's good. Everything I buy or bills goes in my United credit card, so I fly with miles. Oh, that's great. I could never figure that out. I get so nervous about credit cards. I don't know why. Um, but I know people are so good with that, getting the miles, the points, stay in a hotel for free, fly for free. I like, that's awesome. I need somebody to sit me down and like teach me how to do that. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. It's like, what time is it here? I'm on the East Coast. It's almost 9 o'clock. Um, it's amazing. It's still pretty light outside. My family is up in the hotel room, and I thought I would just come sit down in the car and take a moment to say thank you. I do feel a little bit like I'm all over the place, but I just hope that message comes through. Thank you. You guys, it means a lot to me that you're like still watching my videos, even though it's a different topic. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. Your encouragement is awesome. Um, I should probably get off of here soon. But here, let me read this message. It's a bit of serendipity. When things work and pull you on a path, it can be confusing, but ends up being the best path in the end. You keep such a great attitude. I'm looking forward to your future. See? That's like amazing. Thank you for saying that. Gathering travel points requires a lot of travel and dollars in the beginning. Okay, I don't have either one of those. I'm a road trip lady. I'll drive. I love driving. My dad's a truck driver. I always joke that I have trucker blood because I love being in the car and I love driving. Flying is hard for me. I don't love that. Yeah, but I like driving. Anyway, you guys, thank you again. You're the best. I should get going. You're the best. You're really the best. I thank you so much for being here. I'm going to keep sharing videos. I'm going to keep posting videos. I think I'm going to go back to like the original intent of my channel, which is to focus on the things that bring me happiness and that I feel grateful for. Because I am still trying to work on making myself see the things that work for me, that bring me happiness, because I don't think it's just me. I'm more likely to see the things that are not working, to see the things that are a little chaotic and out of order, instead of focusing on the things that are working and that are just doing great. So I'm going to go back to that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that, like the running. Excuse me, like the running and selling the house. You know, there's just a lot going on. I want to share it with you all. I do every day. I log into my YouTube channel and I see just the subscribers dwindling. I see my watch hours dwindling, and I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace with that. I'm 40 some years old. I realize I can no longer chase this this like abstract concept of approval by an audience that I enjoy, but do I enjoy it so much that I would shift my whole day around it? I think I'm realizing that life is too short to do stuff like that. You just got to do the thing that makes sense to you and enjoy it. And enjoy it. So, yeah, thanks for being here. You all are the best. Have a great night. I'm going to go live again because it's like fun. It's fun to just chat with you all. Yeah, you have to do you. That's right. You got to do you. That's about it. That's all I can do. I've tried doing other things and it never works. Okay? Yeah. Social media is not the be all end all. Absolutely. Yeah. To a new life. You got it. Okay, you all have the best night ever. If I can figure out how to turn this off, then I'm going to do that. Get my kids ready for bed. And I'm going to go to sleep too. Okay, I'm a early to bed kind of person. All right, have a great night, everyone. Bye.